Another discussion. People say, I just want to be happy. I can't be happy if I'm not at peace. I just can't be. I can't be happy if I don't feel safe. I need internal peace, calm, and safety in order to be what? Happy. And when I don't have those things, then I can play video games. Then I can watch a movie. Then I can take a trip. Then I can, go out and eat. Then I can hang out with friends and go to a party. And all of it will be me masking and faking and pretending that there's a deep-seated dissatisfaction, a lack of tranquility, a lack of peace, a lack of safety, and insecurity, and anxiety it's deep inside. I just want to bury it with parties. I want to bury it with food. I want to bury it with pizza. I want to bury it with video games. I want to bury it with movies. I want to bury it with Netflix or whatever else. I want to bury it because I can't deal with it. Because when I don't have those things to distract me from what I really feel inside, then it's a really dark place that I'm in. And so people say, I just need to go get a drive. I need to go take a walk. I need to go do something. You know why? Because something inside is not letting you go. You don't have aman inside. You don't have that peace inside, that safety deep inside. Everybody wants it. But we say, I want to be happy. So what do we say? We're not going to take care of our internal peace and our safety. We're just going to run after some kind of what? Happiness. And every attempt to find your happiness when you don't have the inside, it keeps falling apart. So you keep looking for a new high. Maybe for a moment you watched a comedy and you laughed and you confused that laughter with happiness. That's not happiness. That's just a knee-jerk reaction. You're still deeply sad. You're still deeply troubled inside. What does Allah say about that? He said, describing the same Quran, قَدْ جَاءَتْكُمْ مَوْعِظَةٌ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ. He said, what has come to you, for sure what has come to you is, how do I describe maw'idha? It's advice that goes inside your heart. That's maw'idha. Powerful advice that goes deep inside your heart has come to you. That's the first description of the Quran in that ayah. Second description, وَشِفَاءٌ لِمَا فِي الصُّدُورِ. And it heals what's inside the chest. It's a healing for what is inside the chest. Quran is not just stories. It's not just beautiful sounds. There's something inside me that hurts. And Allah says, I can heal it. I've given you words that heal it. Because I know what you're feeling. No one knows your heart like Allah does. And no one can heal it like Allah does. So He sent out of His loving care, His rahmah, shifa'un lima fi sudur, the healing for what goes inside the chest. Then He said, wahudan, and guidance. When your heart starts feeling healed, you don't want it to get hurt again, do you? Because when you're recovering, you don't want to go back into the sick state. So Allah says, now that you've felt some of that healing, I'll guide you so you never trip up again. And then He says, وَرَحْمَةً, the same way He says here, وَرَحْمَةٌ, and an act of loving mercy. All of those descriptions of the Quran. But you know what He says right after that? Because if you're healed inside the chest, you're safe. You have iman. He says, قُلْ فَبِذَلِكَ فَلْيَفْرَحُوا. Tell them, because of that, they should then feel real joy. Think about that ayah. It's the only place Allah talks about being happy. Only place in the whole Quran. I wondered all the time, how come Allah doesn't talk about happiness so much? He talks about calm, tranquility, peace. He talks about trusting Allah. He talks about fearing Allah. He talks about guidance. He doesn't talk about happiness. And then I realized something. In just my thoughts about this ayah today, I realized this. It is only when Allah fills the void of lack of safety and lack of peace inside your heart and my heart with His words, then you can experience happiness. Then after that, you can experience true joy. فَبِذَلِكَ فَلْيَفْرَحُوا. And then He adds even a heavier comment. He says, وَخَيْرٌ مِّمَّا يَجْمَعُونَ. It is better than everything they're gathering. Man, people are collecting and collecting and collecting. What are they collecting? They're collecting distractions that think that will make them happy. They're collecting money that they think will make them happy. Collecting clothes, collecting shoes, collecting purses, collecting gadgets and toys, collecting friends, collecting views on social media. You know? That's what you're collecting. You think that's going to make you happy? It's going to fill some kind of void? Because it's interesting? Because it's fun? If you deep down inside ask yourself where you stand and how jittery you become without those distractions,